Assalamu alaikum students. Today we'll study the philosophy of Pythagoreans. The first thing that we have to understand when we are studying the Pythagoreans philosophy is that we cannot speak of philosophy of Pythagoras but only of philosophy of Pythagoreans, because we exactly don't know what here had done by Pythagoras in philosophy and what here was contributed by his successors. So that's why whatever we know uh, in context of Pythagoreans philosophy, we would say that it's Pythagoreans philosophy. Now let's turn out uh, to the concepts of Pythagoreans about word. So question is same here and the problem is same here. Problem is about the explanation of universe and the question is same, what is universe? Now Pythagoreans believe that we understand the universe or world through through its qualities. That means we know the things because of the qualities of those things. For example, I know this is whiteboard that I'm seeing right now. So this board is number one is containing the quality of color. It is white. It is containing the quality of hardness. It is hard. It is solid. It is occupying space, and obviously it is square shape. So these all are qualities out of that this board is made of. So all the things in this world, in this universe, are made of some qualities, and majority of qualities are not universals, or almost all the qualities are not universal. Those are particular, and those when we say that qualities are not universal, that means the things different things are composed of different qualities. For example, a leaf is composed of green color and the different stuff of matter, different kind of matter, and this board is white and this is occupying a different kind of space. This is made of different stuff of matter. So the qualities, when we say that the qualities are universal, that means the qualities are applicable to all things. And when the qualities are not applicable to all the things, that means qualities are not universals but they are particular. They are specified. They are specified with the specific things. So this was their first argument, that since all the qualities are not universals, are not universal, so the universe is not neither made of air nor made of general matter in general, or boundless, or air or water, etc. So they said that only one quality is universal in this universe, and that is all the things are numerable and can be counted. Pythagoreans believe that we cannot conceive a universe or a world in which there is no number. So number is one quality, only quality that can be applicable to all the things. No things is nothing is like we can't count that thing. We can count all the things in the universe. At least the thing is one or two or three, or thing a thing. When we say that this is a thing, that means it can be counted. It is numerable. It has number. It contains number. So for the number is applicable to all the things. That's why number is the only universal quality in this universe. And from this reasoning and from this argument, they conclude that number is the basic principle of universe. This is the basic stuff out of which this universe is made. So we cannot imagine a universe in which there is no number. Now they introduce that this universe is composed of three concepts or three main pillars. The one is proportion, the other one is order, and the third one is the harmony. They believe that all the world or all the universe is composed of out of these three processes of numbers, the proportion, order, and harmony. Let's check out each of these concepts. Let's start from the proportion. What is proportion? The idea of proportion is the relationship of one number to another number. This is the proportion. Similarly, the order is measurable by numbers. When we say that a rank of a regiment or a rank of a soldier exhibit order, that means they are arranged in such a way that soldiers stand at certain regular distances from each other, and those distances are measurable by numbers of feet or inches. So order is again composed of number. Actually, they are saying that all the things in this universe are bound to be in these three things: the proportion, order, and harmony. And since all the things are made up of these three things, numerable things or numerable process, these all three processes are numerable, or they are made up of further they are made up of numbers. The proportion is the relationship of one number to another, and the order is the regular distance of among different things that we can measure through inches and through different feet, number of feet. Lastly, let's consider the idea of harmony. Today, what we know about the harmony, it's a different thing, but at the time of Pythagoreans, the harmony was similar to musical harmony. There was no distinction in the general idea of harmony and the musical harmony, so they put the idea of harmony on the musical harmony. They said that this universe is in harmony. And how can we understand the harmony? Harmony is founded upon the numbers, and that number is based upon the difference of notes or difference of notes of vibrations of a sounding instrument. I hope you understand. If we play a harmonium, so the different notes are actually based upon the different numbers of vibration of those notes. Uh, if we press the first note, it is having the different number of vibration. If you press the second note, it is having a different number of vibration. So what is harmony? Harmony is based upon the difference, a harmonized difference. Actually, it's a regularized the difference that can be harmonized, the difference of notes of vibrations of a sounding instrument. So this is harmony according to Pythagoreans. So universe is a musical harmony. It follows that essential character of universe is number. That means the universe, all the things are composed of proportion, order, and harmony. So the basic stuff out of which this universe is made, that is number. So the number is just the same basic principle of world or universe, as the water was for Thales and matter in general was for Anaximander and air was for Anaximenes. Now we have reached to the central point of this philosophy, that number is that thing or number is that stuff out of which this universe is made. So here we end up today's lecture. We'll start from this point further, that how this world is made up of, or what is that process out of that this world is made up of number. So we'll check that process in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz. I hope you get all the points very well. Thank you so much.